Calculation of closed leveling route. Hello, everyone. In the previous courses, we have learned about the leveling measurement, including observation, recording, calculation, checking, and focused on learning how to fill in the general leveling measurement record form. Today, we will, hands, together to learn the inner calculation of closed leveling route. First, check the field results, and pay attention to whether there are records of our front and rear data during the field measurement. If there are records of errors, then our calculations later will be wrong. After checking, draw the field map of the leveling route, and then calculate according to the following steps. I. Fill in the data such as height difference, number of stations, and point number on the calculation table. 2. Calculate the closed difference of height difference, FH equals sigma h. 3. Calculate the allowable value of closed difference of height difference. When our closed difference of height difference is within the allowable range, it means that our measurement accuracy is qualified. 4. Adjust the closed difference of height difference. Adjustment principle. The closed difference of height difference is distributed to the height difference of each measuring section in proportion to the length of the measuring section or the number of stations, and the closed difference of height difference is corrected. Height difference adjustment, y equals fh divided by sigma L times Li, or y equals fh divided by sigma n times ni. Check, sigma v equals fh. Here we should pay attention to do the experiment we last class. For example, we have a total of 3 stations. If our height difference adjustment calculation cannot be divided, how to do? For example, the 3 height differences measured by the first group together are 16 mm, divided by 3 and get 5.3 mm cycle. If you take the rounding, what will you find? The correction of the 3 sections is minus 5 mm, so is it still less than a mm? What should we do at this time? At this time we should change 1 mm more in the longest distance to become minus 6 mm. For example, AB, this section is the longest distance. Then we change 1 mm more in the correction of AB, this section. 5. Calculate the height difference after correction. H change equals h measured plus y. Check, sigma h change equals sigma h theory equals 0. Next we will look at a real case, to calculate the closed leveling route. First we record the point number and 3 sections of measured height difference. h1 equals 0.239, h2 equals -0.067, h3 equals -0.157 in our table. Then calculate the height difference closure difference. FH equals 0.239-0.067-0.157 equals 0.015 m. Secondly, we want to calculate whether this 0.015 m is within our error tolerance range. The calculation formula is plus or minus 12 square root of 3, and the calculated value is plus or minus 21 mm, which means that the accuracy of our measurement this time has reached the standard. Next, we can calculate the correction of each section. After entering the correction formula, we get the correction of each section is minus 5 mm. The sum of the 3 corrections is just the same as our closed difference, but the sign is opposite. Finally, we can correct our measured height difference and calculate the elevation of each point. Just now, we calculated the example according to the number of stations. Now let's look at an example calculated by kilometers. First, we record the point number and the 5 measured height differences. h1 equals 3.241, h2 equals -0.680, h3 equals -2.880, h4 equals -0.155, and h5 equals 0.452 in our table, and the distance of each section. Then we calculate the closed difference FH equals -0.022 m, and the total distance is 4.8 kilometers. Secondly, we want to calculate whether the -0.022 m is within our error tolerance range. The calculation formula is plus or minus 40 square root of 4.8, and the calculated value is plus or minus 87 millimeters, which means that the accuracy of our measurement this time has reached the standard. Next, we calculate the correction of each section. After entering the correction formula, we get the correction of each section is 0.005, 0.003, 0.004, 0.004, 0.006, respectively. The 5 corrections add up, and they are just the same as our closed difference, but the sign is opposite. Finally, we can correct our measured elevation difference and calculate the elevation of each point. In this class, we have learned the internal calculation of closed leveling route. We should remember the 5 requirements of internal calculation and complete the 2 homework assigned by the teacher to deepen our impression. This class ends here. See you next class.